Silkworth Lodge is the only drug and alcohol treatment centre in the Channel Islands. We pride ourselves in being able to provide a first-class service to individuals that need our help. When clients come to Silkworth Lodge, we ensure that they're treated with the utmost dignity and respect that they deserve, because some clients do feel anxious. They don't know what to expect from coming into a treatment centre. The perception for some people of a treatment centre is bars and windows, clinical white coats, but we're far from that. This is like a family home where we look after people and we give them the tools they need to live their life free from their addiction.
When Silkworth opened, it was like manna from heaven. I was shown around and I thought, what a wonderful place. I burst into tears, actually. I felt it was something that was really needed here. Neil came in. It really was his very last hope of recovery because he had a really bad drug habit.
The impact of what goes on here at Silkworth Lodge doesn't just impact the individual. We're also looking at the families, significant others, employers, the social justice system. So the impact is not just on that individual, it's on the wider community as a whole.
Coming into Silkworth Lodge it gave me my life back. It saved my life and turned my life around totally. Previous to coming to Silkworth, my life had been a catalogue of disasters as I descended into the illness of alcoholism. I'd had several spells in hospital on detoxes. I'd had 3 stays in the local sanitarium, St Saviour's Hospital. I dealt with psychiatrists, psychologists. I'd been detoxed several times at home and in hospital, but nobody ever told me what was wrong with me, that I'd become an alcoholic and that I'd become addicted to the drug of alcohol.
The professionalism of our staff is at the forefront of what we do. We couldn't do what we do without having professional staff, and without the staff, Silkworth Lodge wouldn't be the centre of excellence that it is. And over the last few months, we've actually managed to achieve the Investors in People standard, which is something which we are really proud of. Because the fact it was a lot of hard work, and it wasn't just a couple of people that did it, it was all the staff team.
Yeah, when clients get to the door of Silkworth Lodge, their lives are quite chaotic, and their lives of their families are quite chaotic. So for every client that does come to the door, there's usually 3 or 4 family members in the background that have felt the consequences of the alcoholism and addiction.
So really coming into Silkworth, they told me exactly what the problem was, and they gave me the solution for it. And as I said before that, I'd slowly descended. I'd lost my family, my jobs, and almost my life, and certainly my sanity. But Silkworth gave me the opportunity to get off the hamster wheel, if you like, the Groundhog Day. It gave me a safe, secure environment. And most of all, the people I spoke to here had all been the same route I'd been. They understood what was wrong with me. They understood the illness. And once again, as I say, knew the solution. So Silkworth totally turned my life about when nothing else had worked at all.
It was the 12 Steps programme that really worked for him. We tried everything else, absolutely everything. And this is what worked. It's a hard programme, it's very intensive, but it worked, and he was the no-hoper that would never beat his drug addiction.
I've been very happy to work in here and help people. I never did think in the past I would come across. And when I see people doing so well in years to come, when we have the reunion, clients reunion, we usually have daily once a year, and they all come in doing so well. They say, we're doing this, we're back in our own jobs, I'm grateful.
The clients here at Silkworth Lodge do most of the work themselves. What we do is we provide a safe, caring, non-judgmental environment for them to get the tools from us that they need to live their lives free from addiction. But the majority of the work is done by them. They're the ones that put the hard work in. We facilitate it for them.
The impact Silkworth had on my life, it changed my life. It gave me a life worth living, which, I didn't have before. I've got a very positive outlook on life now. I'm at college. I do a lot of things, that I only dreamed of before whilst in active addiction. I could never have done them because I was always on drugs. I never could see a life without drugs, but, Silkworth has helped me see that there is a life beyond drugs.
Another important part of treatment through Silkworth is the ongoing care. When an individual graduates from Silkworth Lodge, we have a secondary care unit. So individuals don't have to go back to where maybe isn't appropriate for them. We have a halfway house and we have individual flats which we can accommodate them in whilst they integrate back into society. Because there's no point in doing all this work, or individuals doing the work themselves, when they're going back into an environment which may not be healthy for them. So we give them that option that they can continue in our care through our secondary care unit, which is more independent for them, but whilst at the same time they've still got the support whilst they're integrating back into society.
My advice to other people who are in the same situation as me would be go and find help. If you want to get clean, it can be done. I was probably one of the most sceptical people, thinking I'd gone down the road far too long, that there was no hope, but there's always hope. If you want to get clean, then it's totally possible.
Having him here was such a sense of relief, knowing he was safe, knowing that he was finally prepared to do something to beat the addiction. He said to me the day he came in, he woke up that morning and thought, I've got to do it, otherwise I'm not going to go anywhere. So for me it was a tremendous sense of relief. And when he came out, he was the son that I'd known before, not the son who was a heroin addict. So it does affect families greatly. In fact, it probably affects families more than the addict themselves at the time. And to know that he was safe here, he loved it here, and that he'd come out clean and was able to lead an active and normal life was marvellous, absolutely marvellous.
Silkworth has given me a totally new direction. It's just turned my life around completely. It's every morning. I'm not afraid to go to bed and go to sleep anymore because I'm looking forward to the morning. Whereas before it was a dreadful, as I say, this Groundhog Day, feared of sleep, feared of waking up, fear of life. I can now live life on life's terms thanks to Silkworth. Marvellous.